chance to reminisce with Will? Like, we were playing together and now we're coaching together. Like, did you ever expect something like this to have that opportunity with him?
I did not. I did not, man. For Will Avery to come back and get his degree here, obtain his degree here at Duke University, it's really one of the greatest stories ever. And I'm not even exaggerating, because when he left as a sophomore, it's over. You think he's never gonna come back. Once those guys leave and they make a lot of money, school is. But for him to come back and finish, and when you come back, nobody's saying. A lot of professors have retired. No students. Like you in class with students who they weren't born with. That's difficult. But he stayed at it, and he did an unbelievable job, man. That's an unbelievable accomplishment to come back and to finish here. So my hat's off to him.
What do you think he adds, just having that extra coach there and then all that knowledge that's added to this coaching staff?
Yeah, I mean, Will Avery, to leave as a sophomore as a guard was incredible. Like, he was a big-time player here, and so he was one of the first guards. He was the first guard to leave early. Before the Kyries and the Jay Williams, it was Will Avery, and so I think the respect, the fact that he was a big-time player here, and then he had a great career in Europe. So he has over 13 years of professional experience, and so he knows, and he's worn the uniform, he's been here, so he's able to talk to these guys at a different level, and all these guys want to get to the level he was at, right? They all want to get there, and so they ask, like, how was it? And he tells them things that they need to do, and things that he can work on them with. I mean, just a wealth of knowledge. So he's going to help us tremendously.
How receptive are the players to hearing things like that from yourself or even the other coaches?
Once you got to beat them in a couple shooting games. You got to show. These young kids, they just don't believe. So they just don't believe. They like,
you got to show them grainy film.
You got to show them the grainy film, and they still kind of. But if you get up and show them a couple moves and move around a little bit, I think they start believing. But you got to show them. They're not just gonna take your word. Yeah, I mean, you do this. They kind of look at you, but if you show them a couple times, they fine. They fine. Young guys. Yeah, young bucks.
Will's not the only one with the story. That's the thing that makes a good basketball staff. The stories they have to tell, the experiences. You've had several yourself. You were the number 6 rated high school player in the country. Had an injury, dropped a little bit. Coach K pulls you here.
100%.
Look at the way everything went for you, though. But everybody here.
100%.
Even John.
100%.
So, how has that helped you guys? Like, I know we keep talking about just be real with everybody. Just how rich that history is, the experiences that you went through.
That's an unbelievable question. Like, that's what it's all about. Yeah. And I'll talk to these guys. I probably won't talk to you. Like, when you're playing well, I'm probably the one I don't really talk to you. I mean, I'll tell you great job, but when I hit you is when you're not playing well, or when you're struggling. You may be struggling off the court. Like, we've all been there before, and so I can pull a kid to the side and, like, sometimes some of the situations I've been in, some of the mistakes I've made, I let them know, because nobody's perfect. We don't expect you to be perfect, but these kids now with the social media, they try to live up to something that sometimes expectation or whatever is a pressure that they have to deal with. Like, look, man, I can tell you I can give you some stories, some good. I also give you a lot of bad. But from those experiences, like, if you just take one thing from them and can apply it, I think it helps. And you got, in this day and age, I try to be authentic and real with these kids. It's just it. Whether, like, whatever it is. And so now they know, like, okay, it was bad today. That don't mean it's gonna be bad tomorrow. We all right. Let's go get something to eat. Let's talk about it. Let's get something to eat. Then we come back, we better. And I think our guys, we've done it, and Coach Shire has done it. We do a good job of just connecting with these guys. You gotta find how to connect with them too, which is not as easy, like. But if you connect with these guys and they able to come into your office, or you can talk to them outside of basketball, outside of school, I think that's what we talk about, relationship building. That's the most important thing.
Maybe one more question, guys.
Yeah. One last quickie. Does this feel like the best staff you've ever been a part of?
Ooh, Well,
That's a tough one. Huh?
That's a tough.
Or can it be the best staff?
Can it be?
How about that?
That's boy. Yeah.
I didn't mean
We
to
got.
put
We
you on
got.
the spot.
It's a political
That's,
question.
Hey, we'll just let
no, I've been on the staff with Coach K now.
We're going to let somebody else.
I've been on staff with Coach K and John. So I ain't gonna go there yet. I ain't gonna go there yet, but we forget, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it does. It has potential. I mean, to be a really good staff, and you know, all that's. We get judged on how the recruits we bring in, and we get judged on winning and losing. And so that's yet to be determined because I've been on some. It's hard to top some of the staffs out here, but we can be one of them. But it's a lot that goes into it too. But so far, it's been a great group so far.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, man.